I'm here today with Tony Montanez, Network and Action franchisee. And where's your franchise located, Tony?
So I'm in Pinellas County, Florida, which is part of the Tampa Bay area. Beautiful Tampa Bay.
Sounds really wonderful. And how's it out there?
It's okay. We got a little bit of the tail end of that last hurricane that came through.
Mm,
Nothing major, just a little wind and rain. But it's been pretty rainy the last few days. Finally got some sunshine here today outside my window, so that's nice.
yeah, I'm from about South Florida. I know how it could get. So, yeah. So, all right. So, how long have you had your Network and Action franchise for?
So I bought it in early June. I think that puts us at just a little over 3 months ago.
Okay. And how's it been so far?
Been good, been good. Been building out my first group. I actually just had my first in-person mixer yesterday, last
Okay.
night,
Right on.
which was a success. So that was pretty exciting. I was really happy to get that under my belt.
Now, you chose a pretty interesting time to actually get started in a franchise. With COVID in the midst and everybody hunkered down, it might even seem counterintuitive to,
Yeah.
you know, get a networking group going where, traditionally people meet face to face. So how have you been navigating those waters?
So yeah, I mean that definitely crossed my mind when I first came across the network and action opportunity. But I really love the business model, and I felt like the technology component was strong enough to kind of make up for the lack of being able to meet in person.
Hmm.
So I felt confident enough that I'd be able to get things going and get it off the ground, and if anything, kind of get a head start here. I think maybe the whole COVID thing has kind of leveled the playing field in some ways.
Right.
In that sense, I felt like maybe it wasn't a bad time to kind of get going.
Right on, man. Right on. And so, and how about, 3 months later, here we are today. Do you feel like we're starting to emerge and maybe test the waters and having more in-person, face-to-face meetings, of course, with the
Yeah, I
permissions?
mean, like I said, I did one yesterday, and I felt pretty good about that. We initially had planned to have it outside. I wanted to do open air and where people could spread out a little bit more.
Mm,
And weather didn't cooperate, so we ended up inside. But we still had a really nice. They were able to give us a whole, basically a big room in the restaurant where we still had room to kind of spread out, and it felt safe and comfortable. So I'm looking forward to doing more of that.
all right. And you touched on this a bit, but maybe you could, unpack it a little bit more. What made you decide to become a community builder with Network in Action?
So, actually, two of my previous businesses, one of which I still operate, real estate investment company, I built pretty much exclusively on word of mouth. So, and through networking and, meeting people out there, doing stuff. So I recognized the power of that. And I also found that that was actually the part I enjoyed most about it was working with other
Nice.
people, connecting with people, celebrating wins together, that kind of stuff. Um, Network in Action gives me the opportunity to kind of be a part of other people's success and bringing good people together, and it's just an awesome thing.
Right on, man. Right on. So, you don't have you just don't have the time under your belt as far as the group leader in Network in Action goes. So, while I'd want to say, what do you enjoy most about your franchise? Maybe we should table that for maybe a later discussion in the future, so we
Okay.
could check it out in hindsight. But as far as your training that you've received, do you have any thoughts that you'd like to convey about that?
The training's great. You know, Part of what attracted me to franchises in general, and network in action, is the fact that you kind of running your own show, but you have that support system behind you. Um, which is nice. You don't have to figure everything out on your own and basically start from scratch. So having that support system and the education, and all that's been huge for me.
All right, right on. And you've been, you're again relatively new with this, so I think you're coming with a very unique perspective here as somebody who is, almost in the weeds at this point, building out the group, going, rolling with the punches, whatever they may be. So, is there any advice you may have for somebody that is interested in starting their own networking group or their own franchise with Network in Action?
Yeah, I would say just like any opportunity, do your due diligence and make sure it's a good fit for you personality wise. If you're a people person and you're and you're a leader, or at least you want to be a leader, I mean, those things can certainly be learned. But if you've got a passion for people, I think would be the biggest thing. And, you know, truly wanting to see other people succeed. Like I said, then, you know, I say go for it.
Right on, man. And so I want to talk to you in the future when you have a few more months under your belt, maybe a year even. We can see
Okay.
how it's been, and we'll touch base with you then. Are there any parting words, maybe an invite to join your group uh, out there in Tampa?
Sure. You can reach me at 727-386-8169, or you can email me at tony@networkinaction.com, and we'd love to have you.
All right, right on, Tony. We're going to work our best to make you a success, and we look forward to seeing it, man. We have a lot of confidence in you. All right, bud?
Awesome. Thank you, Dan.
All right. Take care, Tony. Bye.
Bye.